I did write a cold joke. I did write a cold
when
joke.
Guardian Leviosa. We're in now the Bridgerton part of the podcast.
Welcome to the
What's the deal?
Let me try that again. It's the Down with DP podcast with Robert Dunn and Ron Prendamano in 3, 2.
Hey! What's up, Ron?
Hi, Robert. Hello.
Ron is flying on 3 pixels right now. Yeah, I'm talking about your video quality.
Yeah. Well,
but
I'm
you can't help
Robert,
it.
And
you
my dedication to the podcast is, I bring my stuff with me and record on the road. So, I don't see you doing that. You were just in Chicago and there was no recording, which is why we had to push the date back to record. And here I am in Pittsburgh on a layover recording.
Well, I was very busy. I was very busy in Chicago. I was in Chicago. Yeah, it was my first time ever in Chicago, and I loved it. Got a lot of great recommendations. Of course, I couldn't do all of them. Try to eat as much as I could, but boy howdy, you can't eat everything. So you had to pick your battles. Okay, I gotta have pizza here. I gotta get pizza there. And it was a great time. Froze my ass off. I went to I'll just say this really quickly.
Sure.
There was a lot of amazing things in Chicago, but I have to say something that actually surprised me. Something I thought we went there ironically just because this is so silly. Let's just do it because it was literally down the street from the hotel. So Chicago has a 5-story Starbucks. A 5-story Starbucks. Well,
why?
Yeah, right. And so we went there because it was down the street. We're like, why not? We're not going to make it a destination, but because it's down the block, let's check it out. First of all, there was a line out the door, but the line went fast. And I have to say, I was surprised by how kind of awesome it was because the first, every floor had something different. And of course, their menu was open. They had a floor dedicated to experimental coffees and stuff. But the top floor was a Starbucks bar. It was a Starbucks bar.
Oh, I've heard of these places.
And I got one of the most delicious espresso martinis I've ever had. And this is at a Starbucks. And it was great. So and it didn't take long. But it didn't take long to wait in line, but it was great. Also, it was snowing like crazy, so I think part of us, we just wanted to,
I am so over the snow. I am so over the snow.
So is it snowing really bad where you are?
No, not at all. It's 60 degrees here in Pittsburgh.
Cool. We're in the 90s in LA. It sucks. I went from snow. Yeah. And I got to see one of my oldest friends of all time. Shout out to Sean, who he lives in he lives in Indiana, and he drove to Chicago, and we hung out for the whole day, and it was great. And then we got sushi at the end,
awesome,
and made out a little bit, and then we grabbed pizza, and it was great. Yeah.
Now, did you go with Chicago deep dish, or did you go New York style thin slice kind of? Which also there are some good spots in Chicago where you can do that.
Yes. So I never knew the name for it. I guess it's called tavern style. And that's Chicago. It's weird. It's either you get it super flat or you get it deep dish. I had both, and both were delicious. I am going to be a New Yorker through and through. That is going to be my favorite type of pizza.
Sure.
But I'm also not an asshole where it's no, I ain't even eating that other pizza. No, I enjoyed the hell out of it. My girlfriend's cousin really made the trip memorable too, because she was our tour guide in a sense. She came up with all the places to eat and stuff, and it was just cool. We would have been lost dogs in the city if not for her. So thank you so much.
I'm actually going to Chicago next month. actually.
Ooh.
In my quest to visit all the baseball stadiums, uh,
I did go to Wrigley
often
Field.
mentioned, just so you walked past it.
Yes, I walked to it. Me and Sean walked to Wrigley Field. We didn't go
It's a
inside.
cool area.
It was
It's a cool area.
yeah.
But anyway, the often mentioned on this podcast, my dear friend Brad, we are going to Chicago and we are going to see a White Sox game and a Cubs game.
Oh,
Now,
the
what's kind of fun
Cubbies.
about now what's kind of fun about this is the White Sox are playing the Tampa Bay Rays, which is my favorite team.
Coincidence?
And what's
Like, or
even
did you guys plan that?
the schedule just worked out perfectly. We
Wow,
looked at the
that's
dates, we
awesome.
looked at the games, and then the next day we're going to a Cubs game. And the Cubs are playing my second favorite team, a very close second, the New York Mets. So it
Oh,
just worked out perfectly. And he's also a Cubs fan, but also a Rays fan. So it's kind of, we're going to go
yeah.
cheer for our favorite team and then we're going to hate each other. So it's going to be awesome.
Uh,
Looking forward as
um.
hell to.
So the Rays are your favorite team?
Rays are my favorite team. Tampa Bay
Oh, I
Rays are
didn't.
my
I
favorite
thought
team.
Mets were. Wow.
The Mets
Okay.
are my number two. I have from living in New York for almost 21 years, I have a deep passion for the Mets. It's a
Yeah.
love-hate with this team. But
Yeah.
when they do well and everyone comes together, it's kind of hard to beat. So
Right.
let's go Mets.
It's like the underdog, rooting for the underdog.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much.
Also, across from Wrigley Field, I learned this from my buddy Sean. I didn't go in, but apparently the McDonald's across from Wrigley Field has an international menu. So I don't know.
Oh,
Give me a McDonald's report, will you? When you're there,
I will
because I
maybe
maybe you'll get a
maybe Brad
McLobster.
will do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see. We'll see. I'll
yeah,
try
that'll be
maybe.
fun. But
We'll
what
try.
about I know we talked about the World Baseball Classic, which by the way, let me
Oh,
just say, I don't think we did an
uh,
introduction, but we're going to be talking about the World Baseball Classic. We know that gas prices are up. We're going to be talking about that, some TSA stuff. We're going to talk about some we the passing of Chuck Norris. Also
oh,
Afro Man, which I love that video. I'd love to talk about that. And might get a little religious in here. But first of all,
geez.
tell me, what is there an update on the World Baseball Classic?
Well, the World Baseball Classic is over, and it was the United States versus Venezuela for the championship. Now,
Hmm.
mind you, for those of you that don't know, the World Baseball Classic is kind of like the World Cup of baseball. It happens every 4 years. It's becoming a bigger event. But Venezuela beat the United States in a
Oh,
hell of a game. Venezuela's first title in the World Baseball Classic. Hell of a game. The pitcher that threw the last strikeout of the game, he shed a tear before he threw it. And I mean, just with the political shit that's going on right now, it was,
yeah,
of course I wanted the United States to win because, I'm an American, but
because freedom,
just freedom, America. But
America.
yeah, to see Venezuela win was pretty cool though. So congrats to Venezuela. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Pretty
congrats.
cool.
I love that, especially if they, a country that is in like a world game. I actually, would you say that they were like the underdog or?
I would say they were the underdog. I mean, you had, powerhouses on the American team, Aaron Judge,
Uh-huh.
Kyle Schwarber, just those are the two that come to mind right away. You have these amazing players, then you have Venezuela. Well, of course, Venezuela baseball, that, Venezuela, like soccer's huge there, baseball's huge there. So, yeah, just to see a team that no one expected to do anything win the whole fucking thing. Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
I mean, it's always good to root for the underdog anyway. So
Unless your favorite team's playing the underdog, then
yeah, that's true. Well, you
But
definitely have to
hell
let
yeah,
me know
congrats to
how.
Venezuela.
Yeah, congrats, Venezuela. My tongue
Venezuela,
cannot work. By the way,
I'd like
yeah,
some
I don't know.
quesadillas, please.
I think half my tongue's numb. I don't know why.
Empanadas.
I think there's something in this Diet Coke. I think. Oh, probably the aspartame is numbing my tongue. That's what I'm guessing is happening.
Does that. It
Um,
does that from time to time.
it does. but good for them. Speaking of America, um, America has a
Fuck yeah.
fascination. Fuck yeah. Uh, America loves their gas, and right now, Morty,
Oh
America
god.
is gas price. Sorry, that was not me. That was one of the interns.
Oh
Who
god.
we still have. I think we have one left.
We have one left
Because I,
now.
I broke his soul a bit. He thinks that he thinks that he needs us. So
Yeah.
so that's why I'm
Yeah.
going to keep that manipulation and gaslighting going.
Okay. All
But
right. All right.
um
Speaking of gas, yeah.
so speaking of gas, is that affecting you? I would say no, because you're in New York and
Not
you don't need a
true.
car.
No, but I do use Uber a lot. I do use Uber, especially
Oh.
like like I've mentioned, I call bingo, and my neighborhood that it's a late night event, and the neighborhood I live in isn't the best. So for safety reasons, I'll take an Uber home. I don't,
Mhm.
and I've had a few drinks. I don't want to go back, drunk. Um,
Right.
do it. And I've done it before, and I've always been fine. But you want to be safe about these things. My wife also bartends. Um,
Mhm.
as a little part-time gig. So yeah, prices. I haven't seen prices go up yet, but I'm sure they will soon. Also in aviation, working for the airlines, yeah, prices are gonna, gas prices are gonna reflect ticket prices. Um,
Right.
so I haven't, so it doesn't affect me in a way that it would affect everyone else. Um, but you're in California.
Yeah.
You're in
Yeah, I sure am.
California. You're in the LA area. That's an expensive area to live in. Um, like I was talking, a pilot told me last night that one of his friends or family members in California, they paid $7 a gallon.
Yeah.
Have you
It's
seen it that
around
high?
I've seen it that high before. I'd say now I mean, well, I'll tell you why I don't truly know, but I haven't seen anything under like 550 for sure, but I've seen it like
Okay.
6 something.
I think
Um,
today, I think the average price was like 566 in California right
yeah.
now.
So
Obviously,
I do
San Francisco is going to be higher. LA is going to be higher. Things like that.
yeah. I definitely when I get gas, I actually tend to not look, and I just pump the gas, but I never okay, I do a weird thing which doesn't work out mathematically. This is not logical.
I
I always
really want
go
to know
up
where
to
you're
a
going
gas
with this.
yeah, I always go up to a gas station and I always just put in 20 bucks no matter what.
You
Could
need,
be
you
any
need to
price.
reevaluate. You need to
Yeah,
reevaluate
I
this.
know. I know. It doesn't make sense, but I'm like,
Because
I'm only going to put
if
20
it's seven
bucks
dollars a
and then
gallon and
I
you're putting
leave.
in $20, you're not even getting 3 gallons, buddy. So yeah, I would.
I know. I'm not yeah, it doesn't work out,
Oh,
but in
but
that
that's
moment I'm like,
crazy. I
"Oh
mean,
crap, I need gas."
I'm sure you
Yeah.
remember as a kid, gas prices being under $1.
Oh yeah. Back in my
I remember.
day.
Well, kind of. I mean, it took $5. You got half a gallon, half a tank. I mean,
Yeah.
$5. You got
Yeah.
half a tank. Like your mom putting
Yeah.
$5 and like, oh, you got half a tank. Oh, five. That's pretty good, right? Now it's like $5 gets
Mhm.
you a gallon, maybe.
Yeah.
But also I heard
Yeah.
California also has like two refineries, oil refineries left California because of the taxes and stuff out there. So that's also affecting your higher gas prices, from what I understand. I don't know
Right.
much about that. But
Yeah. I wish I knew more about it too. Because I definitely go in with blinders on. Um,
I mean,
and I think it's how I live my life.
yeah,
I live
I
my
mean to
life like
pay
this. I
almost.
just put my hands over my eyes and that's how I walk around.
Now, is public transit available for you? I mean, and is it efficient?
So So here's the thing, public transit in LA, we have trains. We only have one underground because I would assume it's because of earthquakes that we can't really do that.
That would make
Um,
sense. Yeah, sure.
it's not super efficient because there's just not enough of it, and it's like we don't even have a train to the airport, which I heard they're working on, which would be amazing, but
That
not
would be
really.
so
The
beneficial
buses are fighting
for you
traffic the
guys.
same as everyone else. Oh, absolutely. I mean, if I had a train to LAX, like that would be amazing.
You can take a
But
train to JFK, but you can't take a train to LaGuardia. You can take buses to LaGuardia, but no trains yet. So that's
yeah,
kind of the
actually, 'cause I've taken a bus to LaGuardia before, so
thing.
yeah, I'm very familiar with that. Um, but yeah, they just I don't know why. I think it's maybe LA also has a lot of everything's a hill. We're all on hills here, so maybe it's just
Okay.
like a I don't know. I'm sure there's some
Well, I don't know.
engineering
Chicago's
answer.
Chicago's got like not Chicago. I'm sorry. San Francisco's got a, a pretty decent bus system, and I think
Yeah,
they have their streetcars and stuff
trolleys.
like that. So I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
they call them trolleys out there. You're right. So yeah, it's and they see them go up hills all the time. It's like holy shit.
I know, I
So
know.
I don't know, man. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy,
Also,
man.
I
With
really
the
don't know how this is a very privileged question. I don't really know how buses work as far as because I've gone on buses before and I wanted to pay
Well,
with
here
a
you pay the
card and
bus. You know the
sometime
route. You pay the bus. The bus takes you between
but
stops
how do
until
you
you get to
pay the
your
bus?
stop, and then you get off. So that
How do you
depends
pay the
on.
bus?
I've never
Right?
taken the bus.
It's not a dumb question. Like I've gone on buses and they're like, "No, we only take cash or we only take coins." And I'm like,
So it
"What?"
depends on the system. New York City, you either pay in coin. I think you could still pay in coins. I think you either pay in
Yeah.
coins or you pay with your Omni card or your credit card or your phone or something. You just tap it and go.
Okay.
Okay, the
Okay.
system is called Omni. That's how you do it there. Then there are other places like Seattle, not Seattle. Yeah, Seattle. You have to buy. Like I have an app for that. You can use
Yeah.
just buy the tickets there. New Orleans, there's an app.
Okay.
San
Cuz
Francisco, they use like the Clipper card, it's called, which is also good. And I think San Jose as well. So you just kind of,
oh, I've
I
used the
think you attach
Clipper.
that to you attach it to like your Google Pay or something like that. You load money that way. So it all depends on the
So
system.
that's the thing. Chicago is really easy with the subways, but I don't know if I could still, you get a digital card and it was so easy to use. Like you buy a day pass, but I didn't know if it worked for the buses. Like, does it not,
Some system, like in New York, you can, tap your Omni card and then go transfer to a bus and there's no charge. So you can do that way. You get
okay.
one free transfer. Um, if you're going bus to bus, you can do that, or you can get a bus transfer card, so you can kind of do it that way. It
Yeah.
all depends on and then you have some cities where the buses and these trains do not, it's not the same system, so you have to buy a
Yeah.
separate
They don't
ticket.
work together. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
that's what confuses
like
me
San
about the
Francisco,
buses.
I don't think you can't take like if you buy a ticket for the BART, you don't transfer to the buses, I believe. But if you buy but if you buy a ticket for like the San Francisco subway or where their underground trains, I think that could transfer to a bus. I'm not entirely sure. I've used it. I've used
Yeah.
public transportation out there quite a few times.
But I
Um,
love trains though. I love trains. But
I do too.
do you think that because I think you were gonna mention that because the gas prices have been affecting like airlines, but was there
Sure.
something about I think you wanted to talk about TSA at airports?
Sure.
What's
So
going on with
I
them?
do, this wasn't talked this was talked about a lot when it first happened, but now it's starting to get talked about again. So I'm not sure if you're aware, we are in a partial government shutdown right now.
I didn't know that actually because I
Yeah,
walk around with
and the
blinders
T
on.
and the T here in California, this is what you people do. So the
Yep,
TSA,
that's how we
yep,
survive mentally.
that makes sense. The
We
TSA
take
is not
pills and
the
we
T.
shoot up with Ozempic and we live our lives, Ron. Okay, that's the face of
Anyway,
jealousy.
no,
That's what I see.
That's you guys. That's you guys. No, not
Oh, it
jealousy at
is.
all. No, no, not at all. No. They're not. The TSA is not getting paid right now, so a lot of
Mhm.
them are starting not to come into work. My
Okay,
phone is
fair.
blowing up right now. Okay, a lot of people are not going to work anymore because they're not getting paid. Now, yes, they'll get the back pay and stuff like that, but they're not getting paid. Like they have no paycheck, and they don't get paid a lot of money. So with the
Right,
rising
right.
gas price, you have rising gas prices. You're not getting a paycheck. Everything else is expensive. Fuck you. I'm not coming to work. So and I don't blame them. So when they decide not to come to work, even though they are considered essential workers, um, and I'm not blaming them. I completely understand why they're not coming to work. You're having delays. I think I saw like JFK, I think was like 24 minutes or something like that. I think it might have been LA. It could have been, I forget, it was like 60 minutes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been kind of crazy. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up really quick. But it's insane how long these wait times are, and I we're not doing anything about it. Okay, here we go.
I
Here we go.
now this
Hold on,
okay.
I got some TSA wait times here. Hold on. Hold
Ooh,
on. Here
got
we
the
go. Here we go.
T
Okay.
SA.
Houston, 80 minutes. This is now. This is now. Houston,
Wow,
80
to get through
minutes.
TSA.
JFK, 50 minutes. Orlando, 27. Newark, 27. LaGuardia, 14. Charlotte. Everything else seems to be fine. Let me see if I can find.
Yeah,
LAX is 3 minutes. Yeah, but so you have Houston, JFK, 50, 80 minutes. 80 minutes in Houston.
that's
Like I've
crazy.
waited for a roller coaster for 80 minutes, and this is just to get someone to pat me down, which I would wait 80 minutes for. But at the
Hey,
same time,
I
hey,
yeah.
it's
That's why I
it's
can't recommend enough to get TSA pre-check. That has changed
but
the game for me.
yeah, but even then, even if you do get an expedited program, you're still like, if there's no one there to do security, how are you getting to
Yeah,
work?
right,
How do you get
right.
out of work? How do you get to your destination?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
the infrastructure, it will collapse if there's nobody there to do security.
right, right.
Nobody's
Yeah,
going
I could
anywhere,
definitely see that. That's why
and I really don't want to be
I
stuck in Pittsburgh.
yeah, I totally agree with you.
I like Pittsburgh, but yeah, I think what we need to do as citizens is we need to, what they tell us to do all the time, whether it works or not, contact our senators, our Congress people, and be like, figure this shit out. Get these people paid again. This is ridiculous.
Do we take the
You know,
laptop out of the bag or not? Like, let's come to an agreement here.
whatever they tell you, because I've had them tell me no, I've had them tell me yes. So whatever they tell you to do.
Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, if I believe it's an annual fee for TSA pre-check. It is so worth it. I've definitely like saved my own neck getting through TSA
Yeah,
pre-check. There's
if you were
also
able to,
Clear.
if you clear, mm-hmm,
Yeah.
you
Well,
have
Clear
clear.
that's kind of the bougie one. Clear
Yeah,
is as
mhm.
far as I understand, Clear is a line skipper. So for everything. So I think
Yeah,
Clear even gets you in front of the line at TSA pre-check. I've never found it necessary. TSA
clear
pre-check line
also.
is usually never long, but
Clear? No, it's not. Not New York. But Clear also gets you into like you can get to Yankee Stadium faster with Clear.
oh,
So
really?
it's also
Okay.
at sporting venues as well. So I had friends one time that had Clear. They got to bring they each had Clear and they got to bring a person. So my wife and I got into Yankee Stadium in like a minute. Like it
Wow.
was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
kind of great.
it's
I actually was with someone who was a season holder for the Dodgers, and we just walked through like the face scan, and it's like we were in and out, or we were just in
yep.
super quickly. It was great. Um, but
But I
yeah,
think pre-check is more affordable, but if you don't travel that much, it's not worth it. If you
right.
do travel a lot and you're able to afford it, I say do it. Absolutely.
I'd say do it because I believe it's annual and Clear is monthly. So Clear is something I don't think you need Clear personally, but TSA
I don't
pre-check
think
when you
every
do
airport
fly.
has it either.
Yeah, not every airport has it either. So, but TSA pre-check, yeah, definitely get it. But we do have a few. Did you write any cold jokes? Any cold jokes, Ron?
Did I write a cold joke? I did write a
Oh,
cold
when
joke. I
when
did write
Guardian
a cold
Leviosa.
joke. Mhm.
We're
I
in now
did.
the
I wrote one.
Bridgerton part of the podcast.
Do you save all your cold jokes?
No, I delete them immediately.
I save them all. I have almost everyone that I've written
Oh, that's cool.
down. Mhm.
Well, I wrote two of them this time. So hopefully I'm not going to say they're funny, but they're cold jokes. So there's that.
I wrote one cold joke. I wrote one cold joke.
Cold jokes, dying from your cold joke.
This is the segment where Ron and I write each other jokes. We have not read these before, but
No.
9 out of 10
No.
chance or 1 out of 10 chance they'll be funny, and that's how we go about it. So you'll either laugh or you won't, I guess.
I
You
at
ready
least
for
expect
the
an eye
first
roll.
joke?
I like an eye roll, though.
Yeah, eye rolls are fine. Even though we can't see you do it, we like it. We do like it. So here we go. Here's joke number 1 for Ron.
2026 has given us higher gas prices, a new war, and more people out of work. But we are really fucked when 2026 can even kill Chuck Norris.
That's how you know.
Oh, God.
Yes. The Invincible Man was killed by 2026.
We were going
Yeah.
to talk about this a little later, but we could talk about it right now if we want.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris
Yeah, we can
died. I mean, we'll get to the cold jokes first, but we'll talk about it. Yes. All right. Good job, Rob. Way to bring it down, buddy.
Love to bring it down. Bring it downtown. But you have a joke for me, right?
Boom.
Cool. All right. Pop House Entertainment, a private entertainment company based in Sweden, which is also affiliated with ABBA, recently bought the rights to the majority of Tina Turner's music. Now we'll have songs like "We Don't Need Another Hero in Waterloo." All right, I think that was some ABBA hate. Just I don't know if it was necessary. But
yeah, I it's funny. I searched ABBA and that's what popped up, and I'm like, oh, well.
Yay.
We don't need another hero in Waterloo. Yeah. Isn't that fun?
That was great. I love that.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, here is my cold joke for Ron.
Ooh, it's a little long, and
A little bit long. Words. Hey, I get that all the time.
I doubt it. Anyway, did I mention Chuck Norris died? He was known for his work in Walker, Texas Ranger, and also for his views against the gay community, where one could assume he wasn't a fan of flamboyant men who would float around wearing glittery dresses like some kind of enthusiastic angel choir. So as punishment, God decided to send him to
heaven. So there we go.
You know what? You know what, Rob? That was good.
Thank you.
That was good.
Cold jokes, dying from your cold joke.
But yeah, I guess it brings us right into Chuck Norris.
Fucking Chuck Norris
died.
Fucking
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris allegedly died.
Yep. Oh man, the jokes that have been coming out. Some of them funny, and some of them I'm like are eye rollers.
I did pull up all like Chuck Norris jokes that we have told throughout the years, which I'll read a few in a moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chuck. I mean, however, for Chuck, his birthday's March 10th. Okay, and he was telling people he doesn't age, he levels up, and he's over there like, boxing and stuff like that. Like for 86, he moved faster than most people do at 56. And for him to just kind of, I guess, drop dead in so many sense, for lesser sense of the word, really fucking sucks, man. I mean, did I like Chuck Norris as an actor? Sure. The Way of the Dragon with Bruce Lee. Mm-hmm. Walker, Texas Ranger, obviously. I remember the movie Sidekicks as a kid, and of course the jokes. Politically, not a fan of him at all. But it was Chuck Norris, man. I mean, he was kind of a fucking Chuck Norris. His cameo in Dodgeball.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
I think I forgot. I forgot that.
It's where they need to go and they need a 2/3 vote to overturn the chancellor's decision so they can play Globo Gym. And the first guy says yes. The second person says no. And then at the end, it's Chuck Norris with a thumbs up. And Vince Vaughn, Peter's character, goes, "Thank you, Chuck Norris." And he goes, "Thank you, Peter." So yeah. And then at the end of the movie, at the end of the movie, Ben Stiller's character's White Goodman. He's like, "Fucking Chuck Norris." So yeah, that
Wow.
was that was
That's
always cool to see.
so
But
I
also,
don't
what he did,
know.
what else? Yeah, go ahead. But like, what he did with like, what was it, the Total Gym, or what was it, or something like that? Like he did a lot. And so yeah,
Okay.
sad to see him go. Sad to see him go.
It so I'll be honest, I don't know too much about Chuck Norris's work. I mean, outside of like obviously a movie and the TV show he did. I
Yeah,
wasn't a
for
fan
us,
of him. Oh, go on.
no, for us, like that's pretty much it. Like the Walker Texas Ranger and maybe Sidekicks.
Yeah.
That's which is basically like the Karate Kid, but trained
Right,
by Chuck
right.
Norris. That's
Okay.
basically it. Everything else is from, like I said, The Way of the Dragon, or or any other type of martial arts movie or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we know.
I mean, he was definitely in that era of when like karate was,
The
and just
70s,
martial
yeah. I
arts in
mean,
general.
martial arts, but he did his martial arts like, in Walker Texas Ranger. He was always, kicking someone in the fucking face or something like that. Like I
Yeah,
saw a
yeah.
clip where he broke someone's nose, a bad guy's nose, and he's crying. He goes, "Oh, my nose is broken." And he goes, "Here, let me fix it." He fixes it, realigns it, and he goes, "Oh, you know what? I like to do the other way," and punches him in the face again.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hilarious.
Well, well,
Hilarious.
I haven't watched a lot of his work. I knew him mostly from the memes,
Sure.
the jokes, which were great. I do love a good Chuck Norris joke.
You want
Um,
to hear some?
so do I?
Do you want to
Yeah,
hear some?
yeah. I
I'm
do
gonna
want to
read
hear
you
him.
the top six. These are just the first six jokes that they have on there, from ScaryMommy.com.
Okay.
Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet. He scares the shit out of it.
Okay. I haven't heard that one. I haven't heard that one.
When Chuck Norris was born, he drove his mom home from the hospital.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
When Chuck Norris slices onions, the onions cry.
Okay, that's a good one.
When the boogeyman goes to sleep at night, he checks his closet for Chuck Norris.
Okay. I like that one.
I've never heard this one. Chuck Norris uses ribbed condoms inside out, so he gets the pleasure.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Like what's the punchline of that one?
That was the joke.
Wait,
So he gets the
say that
pleasure.
part, last part again.
Chuck Norris uses
Oh, so
ribbed
he gets
condoms inside out, so he gets the pleasure. Oh,
okay.
that's funny.
That's funny. Yeah. I heard one where it was like uh Chuck Norris actually died 20 years ago, but death just let us know now or something like that. Like death was just too afraid to tell us until now.
Yeah. Chuck Norris
Something
got
like
to
that.
infinity twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and there was also like a popular there was a cartoon too of the Ultimate Showdown.
Yeah, he had a cartoon or something like that. Didn't do that well, but
Or
yeah, he had a
no,
cartoon.
well, no, it was it was like a fan made thing. It was called the Ultimate
It was
Showdown
from
of
Group. It
Ultimate
was from
Destiny.
Group X. It was from Group X. It was the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, and it's where
Yeah,
all the supervillains and everything. And Chuck Norris
yeah,
came through the clouds. What was it? It came through the clouds. There was Chuck Norris, and he
yeah. I
delivered a
don't think
kick.
it.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it was that. Well, so Group X was actually the 55 band.
Yes, I think
This
I think it was
was
the same
by
people.
no, this was
No,
no, it was by uh I don't know. But yeah, Group X had that like they kind of talk like this and they say
yes,
55.
55.
55.
Oh,
Sugar slug.
I'm thinking of the. They also did the end of the world round.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a guy. It's dumb that I know this internet knowledge, but that was done by some guy.
Oh,
Which
it was Lemon Demon. Lemon Demon
Lemon D.
did. Yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah.
Lemon
Um,
Demon.
but yeah, it was all from that era. So that's when those memes came out, and yeah, it was.
AlbinoBlackSheep.com, baby.
Oh yeah,
You
albinoblacksheep.com.
know.
Um, but yeah. So that just happened, and but something that actually made me giggle a bit was, did you see the courtroom interrogation of Afro Man?
I followed a little bit of the case. I
I don't know
know
much
what was it?
about it. I just saw his answers to the questions, and they
Officers,
were got.
officers, officers broke into his house, um, falsely accused him and stuff like that, and yeah, they were like, "No, we didn't do anything wrong," and he's like, "Fuck you, yes, you did," and took him to court and won.
Yeah, but
But
his
I did
his
not see his
responses to their
answers. I did
questions
not see his
were
responses.
amazing.
No, I did not
So
see that,
he's dressed in a suit made out of the American flag, and
which is
they're
not
asking him.
supposed to do.
It's Yeah, you're not supposed to, but they asked him all these questions that they were really trying to like nail him with, and basically saying like, do you realize what you're doing to these officers and how bad they feel now by bringing them to court? Like they tried so hard to twist it on him,
Yep,
and he was
yep.
just he was not having it. And if you could look at that video, the video is so funny. um yeah, so I mean, the guy was ready to go. Obviously, he was putting on a bit of a show with the suit, but I thought that was really funny. So, what is he? Do you know
He
what he
made.
gets from it? Does he get any, or is he just like
I
What's
think
the?
I don't know what he gets from it. I have no idea. I know he made a music video, which we should probably
Oh, he
watch at
did.
some point.
Okay.
He made a music
Yeah.
video out of it, and I think he actually took the clips from the actual event and put them in the video. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
you know what? Justice was served, and good job, Afroman, for not,
Yeah,
yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Because I
that's
got
cool.
high. Because I got
Because I
high.
got high. But so
Cold
this is a
45
little
and
bit of
kids,
a.
maybe that's all we need. Sorry.
I actually have a question too. So we talked in the beginning of the episode about my time in Chicago. Have you
Wow.
ever run into this? Because this is a weird this is kind of a weird thing that happened when I was boarding a plane. Now it sounds nice. Lo, have you ever had a pilot shake everyone's hand as they board on a plane?
Oh God, no.
Yeah, so this is how my mind works. This officer, giant smile on his face,
I've had
saying,
pilots.
"Oh,
I've seen. Sorry, I've seen pilots, and I've worked with pilots who greet the customers that'll stand at the door and say hi, or at least say goodbye when they're leaving. But I've never
oh,
had a pilot shake everyone's hand. I'm assuming
yeah,
it was the
he
captain.
stood yeah, it was. He stood outside the door and shook everyone's hand as they boarded, and then he everyone's seated, he gave this announcement about the grace of God, and he started getting a bit religious. And we were on our way to Phoenix, so I'm like, was he just Mormon or something? But my first thought was like, I was so turned off, and not just because it was a religious thing. It was just like, is this like his last hurrah? Are we on like his suicide flight right now? Like that's where my mind went. I'm like, this is scaring the shit out of me. Why is this? What is
Ah,
happening? Um,
so
and I just didn't know if that was
hopefully you
something
come.
normal. Have you ever had a pilot preach before? I don't know. It kind of scared me.
So a lot of pilots are conservative white men. Okay, that's
Yeah.
just kind of the majority of the demographic in pilots. A
Hmm.
lot of them are very good people. I don't give a shit as long as they can land a plane safely. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
so like I've never encountered that exactly. I've gotten some interesting characters, but I've never encountered a super religious pilot. Like they exist, sure, but
Hmm.
not one where everyone bow your heads in prayer and no,
Yeah.
no, or something along those. No, I'm sorry that, and
It was just
I'm
it was a bit much. It was just a bit much, and it
yeah,
made
it's
me
overkill.
suspicious. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
but we
I'm.
landed safely. Everything was fine. But
Well,
I
that
was
was the
like,
grace of God.
by the grace of God.
By the
And
grace
then
of
the
God.
By the grace of God. And then
Yeah.
the pilot I had on the way to Chicago, we had some major turbulence, and but the way he worded it was kind of like, what the fuck? First of all, he wouldn't stop talking about how there's going to be turbulence. Like I get it. One, but he kept talking about it. And then he said something like, we just got word that, we're going to have to fly over the Rockies to avoid some of the turbulence on our flight path. And,
Wait,
we
wait, wait,
thought
wait,
we'd
wait,
get
wait, wait, wait,
lucky,
wait.
but
They said you have to fly over the Rockies to avoid turbulence.
yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was
So
another thing
that's
too. Like the
funny
turbulence
because
was so
usually
bad.
when you fly over the Rockies, you usually get turbulence. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
I thought
that's
about that
funny.
too. But then, and then he was like, yeah, I thought he said something like, yeah, we were trying to avoid turbulence. We were hoping we get lucky and avoid turbulence, but it seems like our luck is about to run out. And it was just the way he worded it that just was like, I don't want to hear a
Oh,
pilot say our luck is about to run out. I
oh
get what he was
God.
saying, but I was just like, can you word it a little bit better? Just say we're going to hit some turbulence and, I don't know, lie
Okay.
to me a little bit. So it was just I got some weird pilots. I got a few weird pilots. And then
Yeah,
another
that's
pilot on the way home to Burbank he kept like doing this like Italian thing where he's like, yeah, then we're going to make a landing and bada bing, bada boom, 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 bing. And we're going to make another landing. And I was like, what is happening? Are pilots okay? Are they okay?
I always love the pilots that are like they breathe directly into the microphone. They're like, we're gonna be landing in Phoenix in about 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Temperature in Phoenix is about 85 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really nice day, and I just want to thank you all for flying with such and such airlines. Have a great day. Like
Yeah.
that's, or they're
Yeah.
always the
Yeah.
pilot that gets on that's like, "Hey, folks from the cockpit." I'm like, "Oh no, shut up, shut
Yeah.
up, shut up, shut up."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, folks,
Yeah.
how you doing? I'm
No,
like, "Oh
I
God."
get that.
I want to thank you all for flying
Like
with us today.
it was just a
Uh,
strange time.
yeah, a lot of them are characters. A lot of them are characters.
Hmm. I mean, I guess they got to make it interesting. Every flight that takes off, they got to tell you about the weather and how choppy it's going to be, and so
Yeah,
they're trying to make it fun.
that's like the minimum they're supposed to do. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
but yeah, we were going
The
to talk
green.
about. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Sorry, just the handshaking. I mean, some airlines do like to have the pilots out there a little bit more in front with the customer interaction. Um, on a personal level,
Uh huh.
I hate it when I bust my ass doing service for a flight. I'm, helping people with their families and stuff like that. And then they walk past me and barely acknowledge me and go up to the pilots and go, "That was a great landing. Thank you." I'm the
Hmm.
one that fucking picked your kid up to help them because they were
Yeah.
crying. Fuck you.
Right. Yeah, I get
Or
that.
like,
I get that.
they land and they start clapping and they're like, "Oh, what a great landing." I'm like, "Oh, you're clapping for the flight attendants because we served you drinks and took care of
Right.
you. And God forbid there was no emergency and we didn't have to do anything. You're welcome."
Hmm. Right.
Sorry.
Some
I got a
acknowledgement
little
is
carried.
just, it goes a long way. Uh,
We're a little upset
but
there.
well, that we were going to go into a segment about our youth, and it kind of talks
Our
about it
youth,
because,
our youth.
our
We're not,
youth are did you ever go to a youth group?
yes, couple times.
Okay.
Couple
I
times,
didn't know that.
couple
So,
couple times. I didn't grow up very religious. Like we went to church every now and then and stuff like that. And I was raised Christian for the most part. Basic
mhm.
beliefs. Um,
Yeah.
but no, we didn't really go. I didn't. I've gone to youth group a couple times, and both times were great the first time, and then they ended up being bold-faced lies.
Mhm.
So I think the first one I mentioned on the previous episode, I went to pre-K at a Presbyterian church, right?
Mhm.
And my mother only paid for like the half day or something like that. So I never got to go to recess after nap time, which was bullshit because she always picked me up at nap time. And I always wanted to go to recess.
Right, right.
First day of preschool, I don't know what day, I don't know if it was an orientation kind of thing. I have no idea. I was 4 years old. Like I said, I think I talked about this last time. They bring it in, and there's this giant fucking bug juice container filled with McDonald's High C Orange.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Oh shit, this is the best. We get High C Orange. Oh man, this is great."
Mhm.
Next day I show up, ain't no fucking High C Orange. Ain't no fucking High C Orange, Rob. Again to next time.
Oh.
There was a youth group I went with a friend in like second grade. And I forget what he was, but it was like Episcopal, not Episcopalian, but it was maybe Pentecostal, might have been a Pentecostal church. Went with them to the youth group and stuff like that. And they gave these wafer cookies. You know, like the strawberry wafer cookies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm getting juice. I'm getting cookies. Next week I go. Ain't no juice and cookies. We just talking about Jesus the whole time. I like to talk about Jesus when I'm having juice and cookies. But apparently,
I know.
I
think
no.
Jesus should turn the water into ecto cooler. That would be something. You know he could. You know he could. And he chose wine.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Give me grape juice and cookies. I'll be happy.
Right. That's all we really
Why does it
want,
always have to be a
my-
cracker? How Jesus was a sweet man. Why does it have to be a stale ass cracker? Why can't it be? And Jesus also wasn't white. Why does it have to be a cracker? I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions.
I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of his followers are stale ass crackers.
Damn. There goes none of our viewership. Good job, bro.
Just kidding, LOL. This is a podcast. But yeah, I went to youth group a lot too, but I was going like in middle school though, so I was a little bit older, and I went there for free food because they would do like a cookout like every time, and so I would get free food.
Oh, every time must be nice.
Yeah, well, I'd go once a week, and it was nice.
I went to a friend's church when I was a kid, in middle school. I'm not going to say her name, but I'm not even going to type it. I'll tell you later. But we both know her, and
I think
it was
a
Baptist
Can I guess?
church. You can type it, and it was a Baptist church, and I think people were like putting their hands up and stuff like that. I'm like, this is a little much for Ronald. No,
Okay.
no, this is a bit much for me. It was just like, okay, it's a lot of Jesus love. Nothing wrong with that. Just a lot for me. Like, no, thanks. Just bring me to the cookies. Thanks.
Hey, that's Florida for you, you know?
Yeah, that's Florida.
But hey, speaking of turning water into wine and, you know, basically, you know, let's get drunk. I'm trying to do a transition here. You have found oh yes, of course. You have found you got a new beer. You got a new brand new right off the market. I don't know how long this company's been around.
I don't know if it's right off the market, but it is a fighter.
Right.
How we like to end our segment with a nice German tradition of an after work beer called the Feierabend beer.
Oh, you mean this?
Feierabend Bier, Feierabend Bier, jeden Tag ein anderes hier. Hey, Feierabend Bier, Prost!
If before you start, I actually was going to send you a picture. I found a bar in Chicago. I think it was called Prost, and I just
cool.
sent it to you. So yeah, I thought that was cool. I was like,
Ron
would love that.
This was given to me by Lynn and Mario. They've written in before. They gave it to me as a birthday gift. They got it from a place. I don't know if you have them out in California. Total Wine and Spirits. Do you have those out there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we got them.
This is called Orchard Bloom. It is a dark core black cherry hard cider. It is made with cherry juice concentrate. I'll give you the little. It's from Beak and Skiff Apple Farms in Lafayette, New York, which I've had them before.
Okay.
And it's
I was going to say, is it like Angry Orchard? Is it related to them?
No. It's Orchard Bloom. That's the company.
Okay.
The company, I guess it's from Beak and Skiff Apple Farms, which I said I've had them before. Let's see. Let me see if there's any type
apples, dude.
Yeah, no.
Love a nice crisp.
Just a little, thing about innovation in every release, eyeing the future, things like that. Just to kind of just be like, here you go, kind of thing. Nothing about the actual thing itself, just that it's crisp, sweet, and tart to soothe, inspire, and encourage. 6.9%, so it's got a bite. It's a nice red color.
What? Talking to that lonely girl at the bar.
I don't know.
And then looking like a fool.
6.9.
We encourage. Right?
I mean,
yeah.
The can is
go up
very
and talk
pretty.
to her.
Look at the pretty can. It's pretty.
Oh, it's all pretty
like
and pink.
Pink flowers and a sunset. It's very nice. I did already drink it,
Aw.
but I did want to save it. And like I said, it's very, very good. Funny thing about Ron, and we all know about my allergies. I have a birch allergy as well. Okay.
The hell is that?
So like birch is a tree, and when it pollinates and stuff like that, I get affected. The
Uh-huh.
body confuses the proteins or whatever the buildup or whatever it's made of
Uh-huh.
with cherries.
Oh,
So when I drink
okay.
cherries, I get what's called, or eat raw cherries, I get what's called oral allergy syndrome, with my mouth may break out in hives or start itching.
Wow.
So when I drank this, my mouth itched a little bit. So that was kind of
Was it
interesting. I'm
worth
like,
it?
oh yeah, it was delicious. It was really, really good. It's like,
Okay.
need to finish it. If you're in Total Wine and Spirits, check it out. I don't know where else they sell it, but Total Wine and Spirits, good shit.
So this would not
Yep.
be a beer that you would want to get trashed with. This is not a beer pong kind of beer.
You could get trash with this. I'm gonna give it a rating, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna change it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll try this wrong. Give it a rating. So in German, schmeckt gut means it tastes good, right? And
Okay.
schlecht means bad. So the rating will be schmeckt or schlecht. And this is
Oh, I like
definitely
that.
a schmeckt. This is a schmeckt. This is very good. If you like
Oh.
cherries, you like this, very good. So there you go.
Aw. There you go, guys. Drink
Sure.
that
Oh,
and you'll be encouraged to do things that maybe you would never have done before,
soothe,
maybe for good
inspire, and
reason or
encourage.
maybe not.
It's like a massage parlor. I don't know what they're encouraging at a massage parlor, but you usually pay extra for that.
Oh,
But yeah.
you know what they're
Mm,
encouraging. You chug one of those and you
mhm.
go to a massage parlor, brother.
I mean, it's
Um,
6.9. You chug one of these, you'll definitely feel it.
yeah, yeah, and or maybe go
Every day.
limp in some places. But well, thanks. That was our
Only
fire
once.
oven beer. Only once.
Only happened
Um,
to me once.
in in the uh in the meantime, guys, we'd thank you for listening. We'd recommend we'd ask you to share out the podcast if you haven't already. If you see anything in our stories, we'd appreciate a share.
Yeah.
And until then, guys, if you haven't hit that subscribe button on wherever you get your podcast, we'd appreciate that as well. And I've been leaving stickers everywhere. I left a few in Chicago. And yeah, but I don't want to say where because I don't know. It could have been someone else. Could have been someone else. So, so yeah, if you're listening from Chicago right now, write in. You can write into by clicking the link in our bio on Instagram, and you can send in what we call penetrating questions. Where if you want to write into the show, we can answer that question for you. And until then, Ron, I mean, do you got anything else to say, or like, what's up?
I do. I do have one
Oh,
more thing to say. One more
oh,
plug. One
snap!
more plug.
Oh yeah,
Given
plug
that
me
this
up.
episode will probably be released Tuesday the 24th, I believe.
Uh huh.
Um, okay. If you listen on that day, just kidding, at QED in Astoria, March 25th, I will be hosting the comedy show, 7:30. Check it out.
Oh, awesome.
If
So
you
there
happen
you
to be in
go.
Astoria, Queens, check it out.
Listen to Ron on the podcast and go listen to him in person in Astoria.
I
I
long
mean,
for the day that someone says, I love your podcast. I came to see you. I
oh,
long for that day.
that day will come. That day will come. Until
I
then,
hope so.
guys, Ron's breaking out in tears now. Until then, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you on the next one. Yeah?
Bye.
Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to today's episode of the Down with DP podcast. If you want to support what we're doing, please head to our Patreon, where you'll get bonus content, extra access, and other cool perks. We'd seriously appreciate the support. You'll find all the info on our Instagram at DWDP Podcast and on our Facebook under Down with DP Podcast. Got a question or topic you want us to dive into? There's a super easy anonymous form linked right into our Instagram bio. Send it in and you could be the next penetrating question. Or you can email us at downwithdppodcast@gmail.com.